Welcome, everyone. It's We Coach You Live Wednesday. We have a great show for you today. Of course, we're going to talk about El Clásico de México and Las Chingonas, who are back on the warpath. Stay tuned for this and more. Let's go. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Latino America, and all the Chiva hermanos y hermanas around the globe. All the mothers and misters, Chiva brothers and sisters. Welcome to We Coach You Live. We're transmitting directly from La Perla Tapatía, home to the most glorious of teams del Club Deportivo Guadalajara. Bienvenidos todos a We Coach You Live. Joining me today are our co-host, Gabriela Silva. ¿Cómo estás, Gabi?
Robert, hi everybody. Welcome back to another episode of We Coach You Live. March Madness is here, and this is the first of 3 Clásicos de México that are going to be played this month. Very exciting. Of course, our Chingonas are back on track with another goleada to Necaxa, our weekly MVP. A lot of more information for you guys. Please stay tuned. Alfredo, how are you?
Hi, Gabi. Hi, Robert. Hi, Hermanos. I'm doing pretty well. I'm excited, as you said, for the first Clásico de México that will be taking place this March. It is the beginning of March Madness. The beginning, of course, donde se pone cero in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, because we have a Clásico de México and it's already the round of 16. We've got plenty of content, everything regarding El Clásico de México, which will be taking place in just 3 hours. And also, I would like to invite you, Chivermano, who's watching us from the other side of the screen, to join us on the show, to join us live. You can either hop into the show and be here on screen with us, or you can send your questions. Everything you gotta do is to send a message to the number 33 26 60 7241, 33 26 60 7241 number on screen. And please send us a question and we will answer it here live on the show. And if you are feeling atrevido, hop into the show, as production to send you the link to get into the show and come share your opinion, your questions, your red and white analysis, your red and white reflections with us, because we're waiting for you here in We Coach You Live. So there's plenty of red and white action. We also have to discuss what happened with Las Chingonas earlier in the week. And of course, it's kind of a double preview, because we're also going to talk about Leon's game on Saturday, because it's a double header for Chivas this week. And there's plenty of red and white activity at the beginning of this March Madness.
Take a breath now. How are you doing that, my friend? How are you guys? Everybody is ready. But before we begin all of that, we need Gabi to set down the rules. Gabi, ¿de qué se trata el programa?
Okay, our usual disclaimer of the day, because I already see a couple of messages, and not very nice messages, if I have to say so. So I'm going to say this in English and in Spanish so we can be on the same page, everybody in the chat and everybody watching on their screens. This is Chivas exclusive English content for all our Chiva hermanos outside Mexico, as you may know, or maybe you don't. But there are over 5 million Chiva hermanos only in the United States and all over the world, actually. But specifically in the United States, over 5 million, and they mostly speak in English. So this content is for them, but it's actually for everybody, because at the end of the day, we speak Chivas and we speak football is universal, and we get along and we try to talk about what we love the most, which is Chivas. Ahora les va en español. Este es un contenido original que produce Chivas y Chivas TV y Chivas en inglés para todos nuestros Chiva hermanos que se encuentran en Estados Unidos y quienes hablan mayormente en inglés. Porque hay más de 5 millones de Chiva hermanos, lo escucharon bien, más de 5 millones de Chiva hermanos, nada más en los Estados Unidos y en todo el mundo, de hecho. Pero este contenido es más bien para ellos, quienes hablan mayormente en inglés. Y nos da muchísimo gusto recibirlos y que interactúen con nosotros en el chat como cada semana. Con mucho cariño, esto es para ustedes. This is for you. Back to you, Robert.
Thank you, Gabi. I could not have said it better myself. If you have a question, please send it to... Oh, production. Moved it on me. Got a question? Right? 1-332-660-7241. Don't forget, we want to talk to you. And like Gabi said, this space is for you. It's for everyone. You can speak whatever language you like. This is the Chiva Station Internacional. But now on to more important and more interesting news. My friends, who do you guys think is our MVP for this week? It's an easy one this week.
It can be.
Who's
It's
it
very
gonna be?
easy, actually. And it's a very
Well, of course.
exciting one.
Especially-
Let's drop a hint for everybody in the chat. So it's from the Archingonas, right? And she scored
Oh,
not
obviously.
only one, but 2 goals. I mean, I just gave it away. But 2 goals in the previous game against Necaxa. And it was her first goal with Liga MX Femenil. So, come on. You have like, yes! Someone already guessed in the chat.
Mari. Who was it?
Who is it? Drum roll, please.
Marilu.
Drum roll, please.
We really got to fix that, guys. Of course, it's Dana Sandoval, right? Our 16-year-old wonder girl. Because she's 16 years old, my friends. Look at her. And you cannot tell it. You cannot tell by looking at her. It's like she was born on a pitch. What can you tell us about her, Gabi?
Again, as you just said, she's only 16 years old. And I actually tweeted this, but she looks like she's been playing in Primera División for forever. It's amazing. She is so good. So I always say this specific word, but again, it's like it describes her perfectly, but she's fearless. You cannot even guess that she is this young. She gets it completely. She already scored also with the Mexican national team. And now she scored her very first goal with in La Primera División. So it's very exciting. Not only was one goal, it was 2 goals. And she makes it look so effortless. She's so fresh in her game, but she's also es muy encarada, if you know what I'm saying. And It's very good to see. Again, we are talking about Cantera Rojiblanca, right? We are giving all the praise and the love to our canteranas. And also we had another debut. We're going to talk about it later. But our canteranas are going strong in Chivas Femenil at the moment. And remember that we have the absence of Licha Cervantes because she's injured, unfortunately. But Dana is like the perfect, I don't want to say replacement, but it's like a perfect combination between youth and experience, like with Caro Jaramillo and her being so young. And it's so refreshing to see this new generation of players because she's only 16. And if you like Licha, Caro are in the late 20s. So it's the perfect combination of experience and youth and being so fearless inside the pitch and being able to show everybody that even if you were that young, you can be very accomplished and very committed and very, it's very exciting to see. I'm so proud of her. And yes, of course, Dana Sandoval is the MVP of this week.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Exactly, Alfredo. What did you see of her? How do you see her? What kind of a player can we look? Is she more like the Caro Jaramillo type? Is she more the killer type? What do you see?
Yeah, what I saw is that, as Gabi was saying earlier, and I would really like to pick up on that, is that she totally gets it, and Gabi defined it perfectly, is that Dana gets it. She knows what the play is about. She understands what's going on with El Rebaño Sagrado, the collective, what El Tano Spinelli asks out of her. She totally gets it when to attack the space, when to not, when to distribute the ball, when to sustain it. So she's a pretty interesting player. She's able to play in both wings. So that's pretty interesting. At the age of 16, she was playing behind Caro Jaramillo and Iturbide. So she was kind of that connection between the CDM and Caro and Boy. So connecting the play, pivoting that play, that collective effort for El Guadalajara. So pretty complete player, and says a lot. Says a lot about these first few matches that she's playing with Chivas,
Right.
and also yeah.
A great example, like you were saying, Gabi, and as you're saying, Alfredo, of the production of the cantera.
Right.
I think she has it all wrapped up. She's good defending, she's good offending, and she's good recuperating the ball. Magnificent. 16 years old. Yeah, Curtis. I couldn't believe it. Actually, when I was, I had to translate some info about her, and I was like, "Is this right? Is this information right?" Really? You know, I was surprised, and then I even double checked. I had to go back, and I asked again. You know, is this right? And they were like, "Yes, she's 16." And I was like, "Wow, man, I can't believe it. I can't believe
Right.
it." She's so calculating, and she's perfect. Like you say, the perfect. You know, one day we have to also think Licha's going to get old. You know,
Yeah.
Licha's going to one day say, "Okay, guys, I'm tired. I'm going to be a DT. I'm going to be the coach of Chivas." And we have a good replacement in Dana, perdón. Magnificent player. Hopefully we can have her. You know, we should interview more people, even if they don't speak
Hopefully.
English, because I'm sure
No,
that
it
people
doesn't
would love to
matter.
hear that. We can translate it for everyone.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
well, yeah, I would like to add a few facts that the other day the Chivas Femenil match left us, and it is my pleasure, guys, to let you know that Chivas Femenil arrived to 500 goals in Liga MX Femenil. So it's been 500 goals for Chivas Femenil in Liga MX Femenil. And I have a quick review of who scored each centenary goal. The first goal, the first ever Chivas Femenil goal, was scored by Annette Vasquez. Goal 100, Norma Palafox. Goal 200, Carolina Jaramillo. 300, Alicia Cervantes. 400, Jocelyn Montoya. And let's say, guess who? The Queen of Rome. We were just speaking about Dana Sandoval, making it to 500 rebaño goals for Chivas Femenil in Liga MX Femenil the other day against Necaxa. So she is going into the history book, not only due to her youth, but also because due to scoring the 500th Chivas Femenil goal in Liga MX Femenil. And also in a more collective, unbeaten aspect, we have the fact that Chivas Femenil arrived to 39 unbeaten games at the Estadio Akron during the regular season. So it's about to be 5 tournaments for Chivas Femenil unbeaten during the regular season at Estadio Akron or at home. So pretty impressive statistic as well.
Yeah, that is 40 games almost.
Yeah,
That's
40 games almost, more than 850 days.
How many minutes
Awesome.
is that? Because we can make it even more spectacular with the
Lot.
minutes. How many?
Right.
90 times. Okay, well, before we continue talking about Las Chingonas, we have to say a shout out. Dana,
Dana.
thank you very much. Dana.
See you soon.
And
Again,
Quick,
I'm pretty sure
what's
this is
gonna
not going to
be
be the
her?
last time. Excuse me?
I was gonna ask you guys real quick. Remember when Marin scored the 4,000 goal and they call him for 4K,
Mhm.
right.
right? What are we gonna call Dana?
500?
5K.
No,
That's 5,000.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Duh.
just 500.
Duh.
Yeah, just
Just
I don't
500.
know.
yeah.
I like the Wonder Girl. The
Yeah,
Wonder Girl. Like she
she's the
is,
Wonder Girl.
and I love how she's always smiling and she looks so happy in there. And again, you would never guess that she is 16. she looks like she's been doing this forever, and it's so happy to see again. Cantera rojiblanca all the way.
Yeah.
Go girls.
It's very smooth on the pitch. Beautiful. Really, she could tell she's been practicing, and everybody has her like part of the team. You know, I didn't see any seams at all. Magnificent. La. Hope to have you here one day, right, production?
Yeah,
Let's get
hopefully.
some people. Let's get some people here. And now, before we move on, because I want to ask all you guys to ask a question. We're going to talk about Nuestras Chivas. We're going to talk about El Clásico de México. And we want to know what you want to know. Number one, the first one in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. So it's a historic match. Ask away, my friends. We have a lot of time to talk about it. So tell us what you're thinking. Or you could talk about what happened on the weekend.
Yeah, let us know.
Ustedes gusten. Véngase.
Let us know how you
Robert,
let us
by
know how
the
you go
way,
to a Clásico de Mexico in the CONCACAF Champions. Did it get you by surprise? Were you expecting it? You know, because usually the clásicos of the league clásicos, everyone expects them. Everyone knows when they're taking place, but this one kind of came out all of a sudden. So let us know, Chivermanos, if you leave it the same way you do a regular Clásico de Mexico, or if you're gonna because of it being a weekday, if you're gonna leave it a different way that you usually do the Clásicos. So let us know how you are going through the previous hours of El Clásico de Mexico.
So we have a question.
Yes. Yeah, we do have images of how Chivas TV is going through the previous hours of El Clásico de Mexico.
Exactly. Palco.
There we go. Yeah.
Palco. Everyone, this is where Kike Noriega, right, and his crew, or the crew, are narrating the play-by-play action of our matches. Palco TV. Make sure to tune in on them, tune in on the commentary, because it's quite interesting. It's a different way of watching football. Okay, it's a different way for me, and it's been I learn a lot when I'm watching these guys, because I find out so much information. Please tune in. Palco starts at, what's the previous is going to be at 7?
8:50.
8:50.
50.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to be Kike Noriega, Javier Quesada, and Fer Villacardi. They're going to be in Palco of Chivas TV, previous to the game, and then calling the play-by-play. And yeah, as you said, I love watching these guys because they know a lot. And not only that, but the passion they inject into the games and the commentary. It's like, it's chilling. I love it. I love it.
For me, it's like watching. It's like watching me with my sons talking about football, watching football.
Right. Yeah.
They're like the three cousins, you know. The three cousins. They get excited. They get really sad. But they never lose their cool. You know, they stay professional. But you have to, you know, if you have a chance, you must.
Yeah, you must.
Definitely. 8:50 this evening. Be there.
You're gonna have a good play-by-play. You're gonna get the vibe of Estadio Akron, and of course, these guys also know how to make us laugh with their casual jokes. They always tend to find a good, nice way out. So really, really recommend it.
They are wonderful, and they're Chivas hermanos.
They're Chivas hermanos, exactly.
Yes,
that's the difference.
What I'm saying. It's like you're watching the game with your friends, and they go overboard and try to do the play-by-play while you're watching it in the living room, drinking something, and they talk with so much passion, and it's so entertaining. And yes, you can learn a lot. And somebody in the chat said a lot of pala jaula from Kike Noriega today. Hopefully.
But in our direction, because remember, guys, I said we were going to win. 3-0. Remember that?
I remember.
That's right. We talked about that, but
we're already talking about predictions.
Oh no, this one's going to be a hard one. I'm scared.
Today's a double prediction.
I don't know. I mean, let's talk. Let's talk. All right. Yeah. Everybody in the chat's on fire. What do you guys think? What do you think is what can we expect on the pitch today, Alfredo? What do you think, Gago? How is Gago going to set us up? Is
So
it
I
going to be
think
the same? Is it going to be experience or just young players? What do you
no,
think
I
we're
think
going to
it's gonna be a balance. I think it's gonna be a balance. I think it's gonna be with he might be going with players who he's definitely gonna balance it between players who have had a lot of playing minutes and some who haven't. Because of course you need to rest some of the guys, but also some of them need a rhythm. Also gotta take into consideration that it is the first out of 3 Clásico de México taking place in the upcoming 10 days, so that's also gotta be taken into account. So yeah,
You're avoiding the question. You're avoiding the question, my friend.
tough.
¿Cómo se
tough.
va a parar? What do you think?
Yeah,
Is he going to do the 5? Is he going to do the 5 behind again? Is he going to do the 4? Are we going to see Mateo? Is Sepu going to line up again? We're going to see Chiquete. What do you guys think? That's where the meat is. A ver.
He's gonna do the 4, because if you do the 5 at the back, what you're really doing is that you're doing 3 at the back, and you're trying to play more open with the other 2. So I think he's gonna be with 4 at the back, not risking too much, and having them well protected by CDMs. And the reason why I believe that is that I think that we don't want to go into a disadvantage, even though we're playing at home, and the normal aspect would be to go all in. However, it is just the first part of the playoff, so you wanna take your provisions, play it a little bit safe, and you know that Ciudad de Mexico there's plenty of Chivermanos. Chivas is used to playing there, so I don't think that he's gonna risk that much today. Even though we're playing at home, he's gonna play it smart. He's gonna show balance, and as I said, I don't think his proposal is gonna be risky, which I agree with.
Okay, it sounds like I've never seen Gago do that type of setup, like play it safe. But it could be, like you said, strategically, it might be a good way to do it.
Because it's 180 minutes.
And my take on that would be something like, with Canada Forge, it was comfortable in a certain way. Like, we got the 2 games easily. I'm going to air quote it. But right now, this is personal. Like, to me, playing against América, whatever the tournament is, whatever the competition is, I think he's going to go for what he's comfortable with. And what he's comfortable with at the moment, I mean, just leaving aside last weekend's game, is he's very comfortable with a 4 in the back. You said we might see Mateo back because right now, like, we need that force, and we need that energy, and we need that like, I know Mateo is new, but I think we need that punch in the back. You know what I mean? I think the midfield is going to be as we normally see it. I don't think he's going to risk much. And in the front, I think we're going to see 4K. I think he's going to do a very good combination with Piojo Alvarado, and I think Piojo and Cowell. And I think we might even see Chicharito at some point, because these kind of games is where you need that kind of passion and that love for the team, if you know what I mean. And it's for the colors, it's for the crest, and we are at home. Like, we have nothing to lose. I mean, I know we do, and we never want to lose these kinds of games, but it's against América. So even if it's CONCACAF Champions Cup, even if it's Liga MX, there are 3 clásicos, and we cannot afford to lose any of them, especially if we are back home. So I think it's going to be something that we are kind of used seeing from Gago, strategically speaking. And I mean, I think it's going to be like very similar as we've been seeing in previous games. So I don't know. That was a good question, actually. We're going to see Mateo or we're going to see Leo Sepulveda. I think Pollo Briseño is like well settled in that position right now at the moment. I think Pollo Briseño is like the in the position at the moment, and of course Chiquete, Mozo. But it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to switch between Mateo and Leo, or how he's going to move that defensive line, because we cannot deny that America is a very powerhouse at front. So we have to be careful with that. And I think Gago has a very strict line in the back, so much so that it's been productive as far as I know, like at the moment in the tournament, right?
I just hope that I feel, for example, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not happy about our result against Cruz Azul, and I think that some of those players that are there, just with some tweaks, it's the perfect squad. I think we should have. I'm an also believer. You guys know me, also believer, because I always part from what you're saying, Gabi. If the defense is strong, it's solid, then the front forward can do a lot more. Yeah, but we need to keep those lines tight. And again, I did not see that. We saw it against Pumas. We saw it against Sports.
Yeah.
The lines are tight. They have to be. Everybody needs to run at the same pace almost. You might think it's kind of ridiculous, but if I know that that person is 5 meters away or 3 meters away constantly, then I can move a little bit more freely if I'm a forward. I do hope, really, and it's not to detract from 4K, but I want to see Macias as in the starting 11. That's the truth.
Interesting.
And I want him in the starting 11 because in the 20 minutes he was on the pitch, he created a lot of ruckus in the back for Cruz Azul. I know Cruz Azul was tired by then, but with a few plays, he knows how to retain the ball. He knows how to pass the ball. He knows how to look for it. And I think he's a little greedy. He's a little greedy. He shoots when he should pass sometimes. But at the same time, I think that he is what we need there. And if not him, then pues ya sabes, Chicha Dios.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Chicha Dios, but is he ready? Mentally, we know he is. But physically, that's my preoccupation.
It was not allowed, that goal against Cruz Azul, but he's already in the zone. Like he just needed that exact opportunity to be on the area being able to score. I mean, unfortunately, it was not allowed, but he is already there. Like you can see him moving, and you can see him slowly but surely gaining confidence. So at some point, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to say 100% because we don't have the lineups yet, but I think I don't think he's going to be in the starting 11, but he's going to be a sub at some point because he needs, like, at some point Chivas needs that kind of passion and that kind of love for la playera, and Chicharito is that.
He is. He's all heart.
He is. Hopefully, this is gonna sound a little contradictory, but I think that at least today we're only gonna see Chicharito if we really need him. At least today, as I was saying, hopefully we don't need him, right? And see if he can continue his process, but he's totally in the zone, as Gabi was saying. Hopefully we don't need him. I insist that I think, and it's curious because I was just recalling the fact that it is the first Clásico de México for Gago, and it's in an international playoff match, which is of course a very unusual scenario for a new coach, because usually these guys, their first Clásico de México is usually on a regular season. This context is different for Gago, who's gonna adapt. I think that he will be assertive, like he will make the right choice if he plays for not losing today the series. Maybe try to sneak a win. I would not be unhappy if we tie today because everything would remain open. These games have a different spice. in the sense that it's the playoffs. You either win or go through. It's another emotional aspect that comes into consideration. It's not a regular season match. We are seeing it not only here in the CONCACAF, but also in the Champions League, that when it comes to playoff stage, teams play differently, and that's a fact. So I hope that whatever happens, Chivas comes out alive from today. And of course, having said this, I gotta agree with you guys in the sense that I think that we're gonna see Briseño and we're gonna see El Oso Gonzalez, and we're gonna try to stay compact today.
Do you think Mateo's going to be there? You think we're going to see Matt?
Maybe not. Maybe not. On the emotional side, I think it's a heavy game for him still. But let's hope that if he plays, that he doesn't feel the pressure at all. Right?
Yeah, I'm not worried about him feeling the pressure. I think he is going to make others feel the pressure too much. That's my worry, because he is overzealous sometimes when he attacks.
Yeah, my only concern is that he's going to feel so much like the good pressure, and he's going to be like very tough,
Right.
or that it has happened before. But no, I think he could be a good asset, because that's what we need. Like, we need passion and we need drive, and that's one thing that Mateo has shown all these games. So, Robert, why don't we tell everybody where to watch the game?
Where to watch the game? First of all, remember, you can tune in to Palco first, right?
Yeah.
We have Kike Noriega, we have Fernando Jacardi, and we have Javier Casada there to help you guys feel the Chiva vibe directly from El Estadio Akron. You can tune in tonight, miércoles, Wednesday, 6 de marzo at 8:50 p.m. You can also tune in with them with Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so there's no excuse, my friends. Get in there, check them out. And where can we watch the match?
Where can we watch?
Okay. Let's see who wants this. Anything that has that color is me da roña. I don't know. Where can we watch the CONCACAF Champions Cup round of 16, Wednesday, March 16th, 9 p.m. City time, 9 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, and 11 p.m. Eastern. In Mexico, you can watch it on Fox Sports, and in the United States, you can also watch it on Fox Sports, on TUDN, and on ViX. Don't forget that you have to send that Chiva vibe across the thousands and thousands of kilometers. Don't forget, they feel it. They will feel it. And I need to make a prediction. It's in me. It's in my blood. I have to do
Are we
it.
going to predictions right now?
I
Are we
don't know,
doing that?
guys. Let's do it.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
What about we put it spicy and we give a double prediction also for León on Saturday?
Oh yeah, right. We have to pre-talk about León. And we have some visitors coming from Chicago.
Yes.
Saturday. The game's at 5. So predictions of it? What do you guys think? This one is going to be conservative.
I'm staying with my conservative Alfredo for today, and I think it's gonna be a 1-0 win today, and it's gonna be a 1-0 win on Saturday against León. It's gonna be a healing week for Chivas, slowly healing but healing. So it's gonna be 1-0 in both games for Chivas, and we're definitely going through onto the quarterfinals of the CONCACAF Champions Cup, of course.
Interesting.
No, I didn't know. Very conservative.
Yeah.
And advancing.
So, advancing?
Advancing Chivas, of course. Yeah,
Of course.
we're going through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabriela, it's your turn.
It's my turn. So, I don't like to lose with anybody, especially with America. So, I'm going with a 2-0 today. Yes, I know it's a bold prediction, but I'm going to go with a 2-0 because we are in the regroup situation after what happened in the Estadio Azteca. So I think it's a perfect the perfect opportunity to show what we are made of. And we are at home and we have a solid team. So today, the first leg in El Estadio Acre is going to be a 2-0 for Chivas. And against León, I think it's going to be, I think we're going to be 2-2. I'm sorry. Because we need to be again on track to the other Clásicos de Mexico. You know what I mean? So it's going
Right.
to go. It's going to go like slow-ish against León. I mean, we're not going to lose. We're not going to lose, but maybe we're not risking much just to come to the other Clásicos de Mexico in shape. So that's my prediction. Don't hit
Okay,
me.
okay. No. That's very intelligent, strategic. So Leon would have another alternate kind of starting 11, probably. Yeah, and shooting more towards the tie than more towards the win. I think we can win both. Really,
Yeah.
I hope so too. I mean, of course.
Yeah.
I think we could win. Leon's not playing bad. They're coming from a rebound as well, though. They're restructuring. Yeah.
Yep.
So, and they have a new coach. So I don't know. I think, man, I'm gonna be nasty.
Do it.
I'm scared, but I'm gonna go with Jose Salazar, and I'm gonna say 3-0. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know what? Soy Chiva, cabrón. And this one, I remember this game.
Esta pesa, cabrón.
Yeah.
Esta pesa.
Yeah. 110 años. Remember who won that? We did it with this jersey. And we're going to win 3-0.
Are you going to the stadium, by the way?
I am not going to be able to make it. I'm not. No. Actually, that's why I'm here. And then Leon. I will play it a little more conservative there with Leon. But again, I'm going to go 2-1 against Leon. And I'm being cocky against América. I'm sure they'll probably make a goal. But 3-0 is my way to go. Yeah. So, let's do it. Let's do it, my friends.
So,
3-1.
so we're gonna,
3-0.
we're still.
And las chingonas?
Everybody in the chat, please give us your prediction for tonight.
Oh yeah, we have prediction for the Chingonas as well. So
Right.
yes,
Yes. And our chingonas.
Let's
So,
do everybody in the chat. So, yeah, a
everybody's
lot of
being
movement
weird
in the chat at the
no?
moment. A
But
lot
they're
of
doing,
movement in
like,
the chat
weird
at the
stuff.
moment. And I see, let's go, vamos Chivas, vamos América. Hello, who are you? 3-0 Chivas, Jose Salazar. Yeah, you already mentioned him. Yeah, everybody's rooting so far for Chivas. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. But before we go, because production is like, hurry, everybody. We have to
go.
talk
What
about
time
our
is it?
chingonas. We have to
¿Qué
talk
pasó?
about our chingonas
Oh, yeah.
that played yesterday.
He says sorry. Let's talk about our chingonas because we just talked about Dana Sandoval. Right? I
Yes.
want to say Dana. I'm sorry. Dana
Dana.
Sandoval. Like Dana. That horrible. I like Dana better. And her two magnificent goals, but also, right, Caro Jaramillo, strangely enough, made a goal with her head. And it looked magnificent. You guys see? Let's see it. Here we go.
I remember a header that Caro scored against Pumas back in the championship run. It was in the quarterfinal. It was a match that we had to come back. I remember, and I think that her header was the comeback. But yeah, you're right. It's like you don't see Caro Jaramillo scoring a lot of headers, do you?
Or
It's weird.
goals. Yeah. She's using. Look at this one. Was so strange.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, it happens.
well,
Celeste Espino. Celeste. She was back.
She
That
is
brought
back.
tears to my eyes.
yeah.
It
And
brought
she-
tears to my eyes.
She was just chilling, right?
The girls also have a Clásico de México coming pretty soon. Actually, they're facing Mazatlan this Sunday, which will be the last match before their Clásico de México as well. So yeah, they have plenty of action as well.
Monse is incredible.
She's also on fire. I was going to say, no se da por
She is
vencido.
incredible. Yes. Incredible. And remember that we didn't have, unfortunately, Alicia Cervantes because she has an injury at the moment, and also Chely Torres that is right now with the Mexican national team, which by the way they are playing semifinals, right, against Brazil. So
Yes,
yay,
tonight.
go Chely, yes. But it was a good game. Again, Chivas Femenil is getting back on track, 4-0 against Necaxa, Las Centellas. A great game at home. And yeah, it's looking good again for our Chingonas. Let's just keep that pace. I think, again, Antonio Spinelli is getting comfortable with this lineup. He's like subbing very interestingly. Like, again, Annette Vasquez is getting in. She's getting minutes again. She's gaining like that confidence again in her game. What Monse Hernandez is doing again is amazing. Caro Jaramillo, of course, Boyi Iturbide, Gaby Valenzuela. Like every single player in this team is doing incredible, and I hope they can get back on track because we need. It's very competitive again, as the last season is a very competitive season, and everybody is like trying to get in the first positions, right? So we need to stay on track and keep winning as much as we can so we can get Liguilla comfortably.
Totally.
Definitely so, because they looked comfortable. I don't want to say that we didn't miss Alicia, or Chely, because that would be horrible to say. But again, the transitions are seamless. Yeah, I couldn't see any spaces, any open spaces. Because sometimes you miss someone, it's like, algo está faltando. It was smooth. Really,
Yeah.
Who was playing the right on the right? Who was covering for Chely? You guys remember who's over on the right side?
I have it. Oh my God.
Yeah, we have that.
You don't remember? Oh wow. I don't remember.
Hijitos.
Production, do you have that name?
Production save us. We'll see her right now. It was.
Oh, I don't
Check it out.
remember.
Beautiful. Seamless again.
To your point, it's good. I mean, of course we missed them. Of course they are key players into the lineup of Antonio Spinelli in every single game. We know Chely to be one of the most consistent players in Chivas Femenil since the beginning. But at the same time, it's very good to know that you have options, that you have alternatives. And even though you don't have two of your best players and most consistent players, that you have alternatives. And a perfect example is Dana, and she already scored 2 goals in this last game, and there's going to be plenty of more goals from her. So it's going to be a very competitive position to be from now on, because it's going to be a lot of options for Tano Spinelli to be able to define his offensive.
And I think that's what every coach hopes for, that you could have those players that will come in and they will fit in like a perfect piece of the puzzle. And that's what I saw against Las Centellas. And not to take away from the Centellas, because we're used to beating them. It's the truth. But 4 goals are 4 goals. It's not easy to sink 4, right? So
they're telling us that it was a line of 3 with Jacqueline, and that with Jacqueline Rodriguez moving on the right, and Cassandra, you see how sometimes she kind of steps backwards and she plays kind of a center back to anticipate on the plays or to give that playing from behind that the team usually needs. So that's some of the variants presented by Spinelli, answering that question of who was replacing Chely Torres, right?
Production's being funny, but it's true. It's definitely true that we had that. They didn't need more defenders, they say, because Necaxa only made it 3 times.
Yeah.
Come on.
But it's true, though.
It
I mean,
is, you know, it
how many
is.
times? How many times do you remember Celeste touching the ball? Like it was a very good
None.
comeback for her. It was a very
Yeah.
right. It was like, I mean, we never. Oh my gosh, we never talk about the other teams in a bad way ever. But Necaxa didn't do anything, so it was a very comfortable situation in the back line,
Definitely. But
in my
hats off.
in my
Yes.
opinion.
Yes, yes. I agree with you. I just didn't want to sound because I'm already always cocky, right?
Oh, we are, but you know,
Alfredo,
are.
you have something for us, my friend.
Yes, yes. Going back to El Clásico de Mexico, I also gotta say that it will be the first edition of El Clásico de Mexico in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. With this, since this format was established back in 2008, El Guadalajara is the team that attempted the most passes in its own half of the pitch with 651 and succeeded in 602 of those in the first round of the competition back against Forge. And also Chivas is the team with the most successful short passes in the opponent's half of the pitch after the first two games of the CONCACAF Champions Cup with 590 successful short passes in the opponent's half of the pitch, which, remember, Chirimanos, was Forge FC from Canada last round. Therefore, after defeating Forge, we went on into the CONCACAF Champions Cup round of 16, which is the round that we're playing today, the first leg against Las Águilas del América. And it is, I was doing some investigations of now that Chivas is back in the international stage, and I came up with a fun fact that Chivas has never lost in a round of 16 series. So Chivas has never lost in octavos de final, and here I have more information regarding that statistic. Stay with us. Hermanos, how is it going? As you might already know, El Clásico de México will be taking place this Wednesday night at Estadio Akron when Chivas receives América for the first leg of the round of 16 of the CONCACAF Champions Cup. And there is a pretty interesting statistic of El Rebaño playing round of 16, that's right, octavos de final in international competitions, since every single time that Chivas has played in the round of 16 of an international competition, El Rebaño has gone through. That's right, 3 out of 3 in Copa Libertadores, 2 out of 2 in Copa Sudamericana, and 1 out of 1 in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Make it a 6 out of 6 wins of aggregate wins of Chivas in international competitions. The first international appearance in Los Octavos de Final traces back to the 2005 Copa Libertadores when we faced another Mexican team, as Los Tuzos del Pachuca awaited in the round of 16. The first leg at Estadio Hidalgo ended tied at 1-1, and El Guadalajara proved its strength during the second leg disputed at Estadio Jalisco. Chivas defeated Pachuca by 3-1 and went through to the quarter-final round. The following year, in 2006, Chivas also participated in the Copa Libertadores, and after a successful group stage, El Rebaño went through and faced Independiente Santa Fe from Colombia in the round of 16. The first leg at Estadio Jalisco proved that Guadalajara was always a strong and tough visit, as Chivas imposed themselves by 3-0 thanks to the goals scored by Omar Esparza, Edwin Borboa, and Alberto El Venado Medina. Héctor Reynoso opened the score for Chivas early in the second leg, disputed at El Campín in Bogotá, and that early goal by Reynoso meant a 4-0 on aggregate for Chivas. Independiente Santa Fe attempted the comeback by scoring 3 goals, however, Chivas ended up advancing thanks to a 4-3 win on aggregate. El Guadalajara then disputed the Copa Sudamericana in 2007 and 2008 respectively, and on both occasions, El Guadalajara went to the round of 16 and won in the round of 16. In 2007, Chivas defeated DC United, and in 2008, El Rebaño's round of 16 victim was Atlético Paranaense, thanks to a 4-3 away win in Brazil. The first leg ended tied in Guadalajara, and a win in Brazil sealed the deal for Chivas. Chivas reappeared in the Copa Libertadores octavos de final for the last time in the 2010 edition. This time the opponent was Vélez Sarsfield from Argentina. This was the last season disputing the home games at the Estadio Jalisco, and Vélez Sarsfield was one of the last victims since we defeated El Fortín by 3-0 thanks to 2 goals by Omar Bravo and 1 by Héctor Reynoso. Vélez won by 2-0 the second leg disputed in Buenos Aires, and Chivas went through thanks to a 3-2 win on aggregate. The last time that Chivas disputed a round of 16 in the international stage was during the 2018 CONCACAF Champions Cup. On that occasion, Chivas defeated Cibao from the Dominican Republic thanks to a 7-0 on aggregate. I hope that you have enjoyed this review of Chivas disputing round of 16 in the international competitions. It is pretty amazing that we have won 6 out of 6 round of 16s. Yes, we have 100% effectivity rate when going through in los octavos de final, and let's hope to make it 7 out of 7 in this upcoming Clásico de México double fixture for the round of 16 of the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Signing off this new edition of We Go Chi News, I am Alfredo Rodriguez, and as always, arriba las Chivas.
Awesome job.
Hope you enjoyed the Chirbanos. It is a 6 out of 6 in the round of 16 of international competitions. The video is here in the official Chivas YouTube channel, so you can also watch it again or share it with someone. Or if you said, hey, this fact caught my attention, I'm gonna watch it again, it's here in the official Chivas YouTube channel. So perfect record for Chivas in the round of 16 of international competitions, and let's hope to make it 7 out of 7.
Let's see what happens.
America.
Chivas is definitely Chivas is going to be a tough cookie for whoever. Okay, always. And definitely remember those games in La Libertadores. Before we go, we need to see where to watch. Where can we watch these matches again, my friends?
Where can we
First
watch?
info, yeah.
Gabi, will you help us with this one?
Yeah, of course. So where to watch today's game of CONCACAF Champions Cup round of 16, Wednesday, March 6th. In Mexico, you can watch it through Fox Sports. In the United States, Fox Sports, TUDN, and ViX. And the game is at 9 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Pacific, and 11 Eastern Time. So please stay tuned. The first leg of the round of 16, Chivas against América. You cannot miss it. And of course, Robert. Oh, okay. And Liga MX, where to watch next Saturday, March 9th, Chivas against León. You can watch in Mexico through Aficionados and ViX Premium, and in the United States through Telemundo Deportes and Universo. The game is at 5 p.m. Central Time, 4 Pacific, and 7 Eastern. So that is from Liga MX. Tonight, we play CONCACAF Champions Cup against América, the first of Clásicos de México of 3 in March.
La Tercia. And Liga Femenil MX, Jornada 10.
Of course, Jornada 10, Sunday, March 10th. Mazatlán against Chivas Femenil in Mexico. You can watch, also in Mexico, United States, you can watch through Fox Sports and Fox Sports Premium. The game is at 7 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So there you have it. All 3 games today, Saturday, and Sunday. It's a Chivas week back to back.
You have been informed. That's right, my friends. We're going to win everything. And
remember, El Palco, 8:50 today. There you go.
Right.
Don't forget.
There you go.
Check us out.
Beautiful
Kike,
shot.
Fer Jacardi, and Javier Quesada. You're going to love it. You get addicted.
Yes.
Once you go palco, you never go back. Oh.
Yes. Yes. And to watch
did it wrong.
Palco, you have to be a Chivas TV subscriber. So come on.
Cool.
So come on. You can do it. Chivas TV. 39 pesos al mes.
Nothing.
Nothing. And you can watch Palco every single home game.
Una chela y media.
Yep.
That's right. If you can't get the real experience, it's right there. You could live it with these three gentlemen. My friends, the time has come for us to go. I'm sorry, but it's time for us to go. I'm excited. I want to see Chivas win. We got a lot of stuff to do today still, but the match is just hours away. Everybody, go to the Estadio Akron. If you can't, tune in to El Palco on Chivas TV, only 39 pesos a month. All right, less than a chela and a half. Y de las buenas. Oh, de las buenas una. Okay. Anyway, my friends, y'all be good. Let's predict a good Chiva vibe. I'll see you guys.
A good one.
Have a nice one.
Arriba las Chivas.
Arriba la Chivas.
Arriba las Chivas.